BTOB talks about making group comeback after military service. On February 21st, BTOB held an online press conference for the release of their third studio album, Be Together. All 6 members of BTOB, including Yoon Hyun, who was diagnosed with COVID-19 last week, attended the press conference. Be Together is BTOB's first group release since Yoon Hyun became the first member to enlist in August 2018. With the exception of Pineo, who is American, all of the members have now completed their mandatory military service. In that time, the BTOB members have been busy with solo and unit work. Yoon Hyun said, "It feels so different. I'm so happy. It's a feeling I haven't had in years, so I'm even more excited. I couldn't sleep last night." Yoon added, "If we feel like this, how much more for Melody, fan club name, who have been waiting for us?" Yoon Hyun continued, "I think that it was thanks to Melody and the people who loved BTOB that we were able to release an album when our military hiatus was over. I want to thank all of them." Hyun Sik and Yoon were the last members to complete their service, being discharged last November. Hyun Sik said, "I poured everything into working on music. I had a lot of desire and greed to work on music while in the military, but I let all that loose this time." Yoon said, "I think that I played really hard. I did everything I wanted to do, prepared for our comeback, and also prepared for my drama. I didn't even think of our in-person fan meeting as work, it was just play for me. I think of it as playing with Melody. Even this press conference seems like play." Yoon Hyun, who was the first to come back from the military, said, "I really like being together again. It's only when we're a group that we can feel, this is BTOB. It's so dependable to work with them, and the energy is completely different. We were really happy while preparing. We want to share this happiness with everyone, so please look forward to it." About their new album, Be Together, Hyun Sik said, "Since this is a full album, we put a lot of thoughts into it. Minhyuk and I created a lot of diverse tracks for it. We went back and listened to the BTOB songs that have received a lot of love in the past, and we thought that while we should bring back a little of that color, we should also show our growth as professionals since it's our 10th year together. I think that in my entire 31 years, I worked the hardest during this album production process." Minhyuk said, "It became a habit for us to say save us while working on this album. It was that tough, but when we thought about Melody, we would gain new strength. We were excited to show BTOB together as a group again. We focused a lot on how to make BTOB's diverse charm shine and showcase what we're good at." About their comeback goals, Yoon Hyun said, "This feels most like us. Through this album, I want to express the message that we want to be singers that stay for a long time by people's sides. It would be nice if we received a lot of love and got no one, but we want to promote without focusing on that. More than anything else, this is meaningful for us because it's our 10th anniversary." Yoon said, "I hope that Yoon Hyun can be healthy. We've been called healing idols in the past, but now we just want to be healing. I want people to think of BTOB when they think of healing and think of healing when they think of BTOB." BTOB debuted in 2012, making 2022 their 10th anniversary as a group. Chang Sub said, "The reason we were able to come this far is because we are all really sincere about making music." Hyun Sik said that it felt like we'd gone from amateurs to true professionals. Hyun Sik said, "We're still lacking, but I think that if you reach 10 years, you can call yourself a pro." Yoon Hyun said, "It's absolutely clear that we were able to reach 10 years thanks to Melody. Thank you." Hyun Sik added, "Our fans are pros now too." Yoon said, "We're really grateful to Pineo for waiting for us while we were in the military. I thought that I was working with such great hyungs." Pineo said, "It was like, they're gone, and another has gone, he's come back, another has come back, they're all back, it's over. I'm also happy to be working together as a group after waiting." In 2018, BTOB had said, "Instead of climbing higher, we think it's more fit for us to say we want to go further. We want to go further and further. We want to try new challenges musically and show new sides of ourselves." Yoon said, "The words we cited 4 years ago are still true. But now when we speak of going further, we've expanded that definition to not just in time but also in the world, from the United States, to the world, to space, to Mars. He continued, if you look at our senior and junior groups, they're so popular around the world, and K-pop and K-content is really popular in foreign countries. We've developed the desire to be known as a K-group far and wide. Young Kwang wants us to make it in Hollywood, so he's been studying English. Young Kwang said in English, no, no, no. This is secret. Hey! Next time! Peniel said, it feels like just yesterday that I came to Korea for the first time, but it's already been 10 years. Thank you to those who cheered for us and loved us until now. IU talks about entering her 30s. IU recently shot a pictorial for Marie Claire Korea, where she gave an interview about entering her 30s. IU was born in 1993, which means she has turned 30 by Korean reckoning in 2022. Asked if she felt her age, she said, musically, yes. I think that from a musical perspective, it's a good concept to consider how you think and feel different things as your age changes. Lilac was my farewell to my 20s and a commemoration of me being 29, and 23, Palette, and 8 were also about my age as well. Asked if anything had changed upon turning 30, she said, I was watching an end-of-year awards show at home on New Year's Eve. I wasn't thinking of anything in particular, but when they started the countdown, I suddenly felt excitement blossoming in my chest. In the second half of my 20s, I felt a bit of lethargy and malaise, so it was the first time in a while that I felt excited. I felt so good that it suddenly gave me confidence that I could do anything. Maybe it's because it's still early in the year, but I still have that feeling. Asked if that feeling had inspired her to make a goal, she said, there's something I've been dreaming of in the abstract since my 20s. I want to open a small studio or concert space where people can perform or work. Rather than a private studio workspace, I want to make a space where you can show your work to the public. It was just a dream, but now that I'm 30, I've resolved upon it and I'm in the process of making it concrete. She added, as I've worked in this industry, there have been many cases where opportunities to perform, to work in collaboration with other artists, to film video content have fallen through because of a lack of space. Due to COVID-19, it's even harder to borrow a concert arena or studio. Although her age plays a major role in her music, IU has taken a lot of diverse roles regardless of age as an actor. She said, when I make music, I'm a producer, and I can use music to express and leave behind the thoughts I have in that moment of my life. But acting isn't about me or my creation. In order to be an actor that can play any role, I think it's best not to put limits on myself. Asked about her hopes and dreams for the next 10 years in her 30s, she said, through my mom's influence, I work hard to donate to various causes. I've been thinking these days that while it's important to support children and older people, the blind spot of welfare tends to be youth. I've been talking with my mom about how to help people in that stage of life in a more concrete way. As an actor, I want to be an actor that the public is willing to invest their time in. I want to be an actor where you are willing to make the time to watch them no matter what project they're doing. At the same time, I want to be a musician that continues to make people curious. The interviewer asked, have you ever asked yourself, how long will I be able to act and make music? IU replied, I have. Last year, I realized that my ears won't always be what they are, and thought, what if I can't make the sounds that I want to make? I'm searching for methods now, but I felt fear at the idea that I won't always be able to work in the physical condition that I desire. When you think about it, I don't have great stamina, and I'm smaller than other people, so working as hard as I was bound to take a toll on my body. I realized I had to take better care of myself in order to work longer, and in various ways, I realized that health was the most important. They said that you'd think of this in your 30s, and they were right. It must be science, ha ha. Won Jian, Yoon Chan-young, Yoon Hyun Soo, and more confirmed for upcoming teenage noir drama. Actors Won Jian, Yoon Chan-young, Yoon Hyun Soo, Han Se-jin, and Yang Seo-yeon have been confirmed to star in an upcoming drama. Juvenile Delinquency, literal title, is a teenage noir drama about Yeon, an 18-year-old girl who was used by her parents in order to transport drugs, who meets Yoon Tak, a rural country bumpkin who is overwhelmed with his life in the countryside. Together with their friends, they discover a marijuana field. Won Ji-in, who previously appeared in Netflix's D.P., will play Kyung Do-young. Her character goes to deliver goods as her parents ordered, but she ends up hiding in the countryside after her plan went wrong. Won Ji-in is expected to intrigue viewers through her portrayal of a character who has a complicated and troubled past. Yoon Shan-young will play Gong Yoon Tak, who is the same in both appearance and personality. He recently garnered international attention for his role as Lee Chung-san in Netflix's All of Us Are Dead. Gong Yoon Tak lives as a breadwinner for his family and takes care of his father and his 2 younger siblings. He is caught up in the middle of all kinds of incidents after a girl, Kyung Do-young, suddenly appears. Yoon Hyun Soo will play Gong Yoon Tak's younger brother and the biggest problem child of the neighborhood, Gong Yoon Jae. He is a rebellious character who always looked for a chance to get out of the house, and caused trouble by living by his own rules. Recently, for some reason, he is coming home earlier and earlier. What is causing him to come home faster will pique viewers' curiosity. Han Se-jin will play Kim Koo-ki, who doesn't have any set place to stay and wanders from here to there. He has a crush on classmate Hong A-ran, and he is a mood maker in the neighborhood with his unique, bright, and optimistic personality. Behind the face of Kim Koo-ki, who looks as if he doesn't have any worry in the world, is an indescribable wound. Finally, Yang Seo-yeon will play Hong A-ran, whom every girl wants to be and who is every boy's first crush. However, she receives criticism from everyone around her due to her mother's job working at a karaoke bar. Despite this, she thinks that if her mother is happy, then that's okay. Through her character, Yang Seo-yeon will portray Hong A-ran as a fighter for her mother. Juvenile Delinquency will premiere on March 25th through streaming service Seez. Yeon Woo-jin reflects on 39, upcoming movie Serve the People, and more. New photos from Yeon Woo-jin's interview and photo shoot with Arena have been released. Yeon Woo-jin currently stars in the drama 39. 39 is a new drama starring Sun Yi-jin, Jo Mi-do, and Kim Ji-yeon as 3 friends who met in their second year of high school and are now on the verge of turning 40. The series will follow the 3 39-year-old women as they encounter unforeseen circumstances in their lives. The drama also co-stars Lee Moo-sang and Lee Tae-hwan. 39 finished filming recently and Yeon Woo-jin talked about the show's meaning to him. He said, 39 is a story of living during an ambiguous point of life, where we still have trouble seeing ourselves as complete and mature adults. In that process, there is love and separation, and various things unfold. It's a drama that can convey profound comfort to people of the same age, and I think it's a good drama to look back on one's current youth. When asked what 39 means to him, he answered, 29 wasn't like this, but since then, my early 30s passed like water flowing by. But 39 feels like it's going to be a little different. I think I've had a big change in heart during this time. I got to look at myself more in a more level-headed way. He also talked about his new movie Serve the People, which is a film about a model soldier that works as a cook at the division commander's house and subsequently falls in love with the division commander's wife. He said, it's a movie that talks about love and dignity. He also admitted that the process for the film has taken a long time, adding, I first received the script for this project in 2014. Filming was delayed for a long time, and I thought it was like nice homework I had to do someday. Miu Guang was a character I loved and hated due to the depth of affection I had for him, but that perseverance was like a moment of fate for me. He ended the interview by saying his life as an actor and as an individual are separate. He explained, I tend to separate my work and private life. I think it's a driving force to move forward because I put my energy into both my work and daily life equally. The full interview and pictorial with Yeon Woo-jin can be seen in the March edition of Arena OWN+. What are your thoughts for this news? Share your thoughts with K-pop Radar on the comments section. And by the way, I'm really sorry if I pronounced name or title wrong. I hope you enjoyed the video.